Welcome to the finale of building Mandalore in LEGO. It's hard to believe that we're already here. I started it at the beginning of January, and now we're in the home stretch. This episode I'm mostly going to be working on the throne room, but first I need to finish some things on the inside. So I started working down on the inside here to just kind of build some supports to hold up the throne room, and when I was doing so, I noticed something odd. As you can see, I have things coming in from both sides, and they definitely do not line up. There is about a half plate gap right there, and I cannot close it or squeeze anything in between there. And so I was wondering, what's that causing that? So I made this and this is the exact length of this back wall, but it's also the length of this front wall. And following this down here, it goes in one stud, but also sticks out. So these should not be the same length, and they are, which means, I'm doing something very illegal here and did not even realize it. I think I know what I'm gonna need to do. You have to split this right here and put another brick in there, and that should fix everything. But yeah, it might take a bunch of work. Alright, so I tore apart this whole back wall, and it actually went a lot faster than I thought, but I took off this bottom plate connecting it, and immediately upon doing so, this gap was widened enough that it's pretty easy to slide a plate into that gap, which means I have found where the problem is. Rebuilding it will be a little harder since I'll have to have a big stack of 1x1s or something, but I think I should have enough pieces that it shouldn't be too big of a deal to fix. But yeah, good thing I got that. Alright, so I fixed the hole in the back, and now everything lines up as it should, and I finished this inside thing and built a big pillar to support the throne room, which I made to fit perfectly on top. And now all that is left is just to build the throne room, which I've already kind of started, and then also the railing. I kind of forgot about that, but I don't have the pieces to do it yet anyway, so yeah, that's it. Alright, so as you can see, I have moved Mandalore from that shelf over there to my Lego table. I was able to clear everything off, so now it's over here. Well, I didn't clear off this because it's too big to put it anywhere else. But yeah, that's just a side project I've been working on, so yeah, anyway, back to Mandalore. As you can see, I've kind of been working on the throne room. I did the entire floor and used some sand blue to make it a little more interesting. Unfortunately, I didn't have any tiles and didn't really want to buy any, so I just used the plates, and I think it looks fine. But yeah, this is what it's looking like so far. I built pretty much as much of the throne room as I can. I built it in studio, so I'll put up a picture of what the final thing should look like. But yeah, I've got a bag here of the rest of the parts I'm gonna need that I have, and I've bought the rest of the parts, so yeah, I've got them right here. Just bricklink order, and it has pretty much everything I'm gonna need and some other stuff for projects. And so yeah, I'll just build that, and then it should be done. So I'll just go through some of the pieces I got. A bunch of this is for some other projects I'm gonna be working on. Like these are all for a clone turbo tank. They're gonna be the wheels. And yeah, I can help getting some more Wolfpack parts just because that's probably gonna be expensive winter tires. But yeah, I think the rest of this is mostly Mandalore. So lots of clear parts for the windows. That was mostly what I didn't have. Some gray parts I just didn't have enough of. Got a bunch of these 1x1s, which I need. I'll have a few extras, so that'll be nice. And yeah, that's the last piece. I need to finish the window. And yeah, so I guess I'll just do a time lapse and finish it up. While the time-lapse is playing, I think I'll talk a bit about the future of this MOC, because obviously this is the last episode of building Mandalore. But I'm not quite done with Mandalore yet. I'm also going to make a cinematic video and a full walkthrough, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on seeing the full MOC. And huge thanks if you are. We just hit 400 subs, which is great. We were at just 200 a couple of months ago, so it's crazy to think that it doubled so quickly. You've already seen my next big mock, with a black castle that was sitting behind Mandalore. I won't make a building series since it's already half finished, but I'll give updates here and there. I also want to build some of my rebrickable mocks and catch up on some other projects. And now it's done. I first had the idea for this mock about 2 years ago, and it feels so good to have finally finished it. This is going to be the biggest mock I've ever built, so I'd better not run out of light gray parts again after this. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Don't miss that full walkthrough, and thanks for watching.